the specific reason that we can't really track an electron's motion was given by another guy who was fiercely working in the same field trying to come up with his own quantum mechanics. Bohr, Verner Heisenberg, Schrodinger, they were all just working like crazy in the 1920s to try to develop this all-encompassing wave mechanical model. Heisenberg came up with a model for electrons, but where Schrodinger was using these eigenfunctions, Heisenberg was using matrices. You did matrices like in Algebra 2, I think, right?
No, pre-calc.
In pre-calc. Yeah, I didn't like matrices at all. I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me. A lot of math I liked, and matrices didn't do anything for me. But Heisenberg did an entire quantum theory on matrices. I've seen some of the work, and I'm like, what was he doing? But I guess it worked, but nobody could understand it. So kind of Schrodinger is the one that people landed on, that, okay, this is a... Everything seems to be wrapped up in the Schrodinger model, and people can understand it, so that's what we stick with. But one of the things that Heisenberg, probably the thing that he's most well known for, is this thing we call the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. And it says that it's physically impossible to track the motion of an electron. You may at one moment know where an electron is, but in the very next moment, we have no idea where it is. And it's because an electron, if it's behaving like a wave, think of an electron as if it's a light wave. It's really not behaving like a particle, it's behaving like a light wave. So if you want to interact with a light wave, what would you do? You'd shine a light wave on it to try to find it. And when you hit a light wave with another light wave, it's going to throw the first light wave off. So the electron really is going to get thrown off after you hit it with a light wave. And so the next light wave you send at it, it's going to be in a random place where you can't really find it. Heisenberg used this analogy for what his uncertainty principle says. Ultimately, it says that you can't really know the position and the motion of an electron at the same time. You might for a moment know its position, but the next moment you don't have any idea. It's like this. If you have a blind person, and the blind person can figure out how far things are by throwing a heavy ball at them. Like if you want to know how close the wall was, you throw a heavy ball at the wall, and the ball would come back. However long it took the ball to come back would be how far away the wall was, right? But then what if the blind person takes his heavy ball and throws it at a stool? Well, first of all, the ball might not come back because it's heavy, right? So you can't really know anything about the stool. But if the ball does come back, and the next time you throw the ball at the stool's in a different place because the ball would have knocked it over, right? The same kind of analogy would be, or the same kind of thinking is what Heisenberg was using for his uncertainty principle. You hit an electron with a light wave, you're going to throw the electron off, so you can't really know where it's going to be the next time. That's the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. There he is, Verner Heisenberg. And he was a smart dude. You'll be amazed to know that he came up with this matrix mechanics wave model at the age of 22. He was 22 years old when he came up with this thing. Yep. This young strapping guy probably came off the ski slopes to do a little calculus. And the bad thing about him, he was a Nazi. He was a German stinking Nazi. And Hitler had appointed him, to head up the German nuclear bomb research. They never came out. I don't remember. Heisenberg, I think, reported back to Hitler that we can't do this by the time the war is going to end. So, and it turned out, I was just reading up on him earlier today. I didn't know this. After the war was over, the Allies gobbled up Heisenberg and they sent him to England so they could keep an eye on him for a couple of years. He was so smart and, of course, a threat. Because at that time it was very raw, they'd just taken back over control of Europe and they didn't want any shenanigans. So Heisenberg and some of the others that he worked with, they were interned, like in a concentration camp kind of thing. I don't think it was cruel like that. I don't know what it was like for him, but yeah, he was a Nazi.
He kind of looks a little bit.
You think? He just kind of had a German look to him. But, yeah. All right, so how about we stop there, and we'll continue. Tomorrow we'll get back to the Schrodinger model and we'll get into it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. JD is killing people.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. Yeah, I gotta do vlog. Matt, you want to vlog with me?
Oh yeah, can you close this out, guys?
Matt, send it.
No.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Wait. Don't forget bell notifications. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to go in the description and donate to Chem Daddy. Don't forget that. See you guys in the next vlog.